This gem. Look at it.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to BMT. Yes, it's your guy, BMT. I'm definitely coming at it right now. I told you I would be back, and I definitely wanted to come back. Thank you. Odd Stats, Stacey's, thank you, man. Always making the dope beats. I gotta let y'all know right now, man. This is another banger. I want it. Definitely out there, man. I definitely want this one out there. I want all the heat. I want all the smoke. I don't even care. Like, honestly, we already can tell right now, man. Like, yeah, Jay, you did tell me. Now, we got it where there's more than ever, more and more pedophiles popping up in cyberspace, mainly in what is called that of the manosphere or the red pillars of AKA MGTOW, AKA whatever the hell these people call themselves, until y'all start calling out the doggone pedophiles, but they seem to frequent in your space. You say they're not a part of your space, but we're seeing them all coming from the same. It's like a person that has cockroaches coming from their apartment, and you say, yo, you got the roaches coming from your apartment. We see them coming from under your door. No, it's not me. But now we see it's definitely you. So I'm going to go over and show you their content. I'm going to show you the people who have been getting caught out. I'm going to play the audio of some of these people of how they have no problem getting on panels and wanting to argue and fight with women, but they got no smoke for literally. When I say there are more pedophiles, it's like the pedophiles are coming out like roaches now. They're coming out like roaches. Like, honestly, there's no shame anymore. Shout out to the $5. Thank you, Saka. Thank you, Saka Pasa. And much respect to everyone. Like, y'all, do me a favor. Get this out here, bro. I told y'all. Listen, man. I stand alone. I'm gonna stand alone on this one. I'm going to stand alone. You know what I'm saying? Other brothers, they got their fight from their corner of it. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to content creators, I'm going to speak for content creator wise. Don't ever step before me and say that you're calling out single mothers, right? That's what a lot of I've seen the shows and the talking point. You call out single mothers, so you'll jump to fighting against the gynocracy, right? That's what some of y'all say. But when it comes to calling out people who are on record for trying to have sex with your children, who have jumped on panels and bragged about trying to get girls when they're young, who have talked about consensual sex with minors, so long as it's legal in the eyes of the law, and y'all don't want to say nothing, are y'all that thirsty for views? Y'all that hungry for subscribers? Y'all that hungry to go get y'all chat up? So long as people come into your church, you want to fuck the people in the congregation. See, I told y'all. Everybody thought BMT was corny and weird because I said, yo, let this be the day that I'm glad y'all say I'm not down with y'all. Because honestly, I ain't never gonna get down with y'all. I'm never gonna fuck with y'all. Any person that is willing to overlook the abuse of people getting raped, abused, they brag about it. They say, somehow a child tricked me. How does a 12-year-old or 13-year-old trick a grown adult into having sex? How does a 12-year-old trick you? How does a 13-year-old trick you? How do men jump on a panel and bragging about doggone, going to go get sex tourism? I mean, that's your preference. But then we find out you trying to have it with little boys. Shout out to the other $5. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you, Reg. Reg, bro, it's bad, fam. It's bad, bro. It's real bad. Real bad. It was at one time we had a lot of people. Shout out to my brother Reg. Reg was one of the very few brothers that said, yo, I can't bring you on my panel. Shout out to Reg. Don't ever back down, brother. Don't ever, Reg. I will stand with you through the flames. Sly will stand with you. You have brothers that have your back, fam. Don't ever turn back. Shout out to Grandmaster Troll for dropping that information. Shout out to Taz Exclusives. Any man that is willing to stand the test of being a man and say, yo, we do not condone this behavior. Why does it always have to be the women? Y'all said y'all want to set the line of standing of being a man, but then when we hear and find out these dudes are pedophiles in our space, making money off of us to go fuck our kids, y'all got nothing to say. Y'all got nothing to say, so you got the smoke that you want to go. How are you going to go after Cynthia G, right? If you want to go after her, but you can't go step towards a man. So that makes you a little bitchified. I ain't never heard Cynthia G talk about going get no kids. I ain't never seen Cynthia G do that shit yet. I ain't never heard her say no shit like that. But y'all ain't gonna step to no man. Y'all gonna say that's white supremacy? Y'all just have white people on y'all panel bragging about how they're amazing, how they're excellent, how we know to go follow the European standard. But now all of a sudden we catching y'all doing this Roman shit, trying to see with underage girls, talking about how y'all gonna critique and raise the boys. How you gonna raise the boys, huh? Feeling their wee-wees? See, that's why I know there's a lot of pedos in this space, bro. There's a lot of pedos, bro. We gotta draw the line now, man. We need to start drawing the line. Thank you for the $5. Thank you, Patriot. I I remember when I told y'all about what happened to me, you know, people shrugged that shit off and they laughed and said, it can't be true. There's no way that a boy would ever get touched or sexually exploited. Now you got all the pedos coming out. All the pedos are coming out. And I'm like, really? Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. So we see what's going on is more and more pedophiles are coming out. We're hearing men on panels that are supposed to be so mentally astute, right? These high value collared men. Y'all can do circle jerk rituals about getting women. But then all of a sudden, we seen all the shit popping up. Finding out that y'all trying to buy women, buy girls. Oh, yeah. We know about y'all trying to buy pump and dump young, impressionable individuals to fuck them. We know y'all, listen, and trust and believe, yes, I know there are women out there. Yes, I know. I was watching it where there were more people willing to fight the women on the panel, but they had no smoke for calling out. They had no smoke for calling out the sexual deviancy of men willing to sleep with children. They were more empathetic with the pedophiles. They were more empathetic with the pedophiles, saying that, hey, we need to pray for them. There were men on the panel laughing at that shit. There was a dude, that dude Bullis Gotti, that whole, I don't know why y'all be allowing that nigga on y'all panels. Are y'all that thirsty for views and likes? That nigga sympathized and brags off with other dudes about women getting raped. That is on audio, that is on footage that he has literally bragged about women getting raped. That he hopes a woman gets held down and raped by 50 men. What kind of fuck boy shit is that? And I heard black men say that's entertainment. That's entertainment. That's entertainment. You had it on another panel where a man got up there and was making fun of rape victims about what happened to them and said, that's what it means to be a man. This is how we talk. Motherfucker, you are not a man. I've never joked about people who have the courage to come up that, hey, that's just what men and women do. More and more of them keep popping up. More and more of them are showing their ass, bragging about about the sexual deviancy and exploitation of children and people in the community. They'll say, who cares if it's a white girl, Hispanic girl? What sick individual will say that type of shit? So you mean, so long as you can get your fixation on raping a child, I told y'all, man, they're going to come out. And when I say, yo, well, what can we do? Fucking put their pictures. I'm gonna put out all their pictures, right? I'm gonna put out all their pictures of all the dudes who have literally have gone around and got caught, who have been caught. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, you got these dudes who do the most, man. And like, you know, honestly, I used to think that this was a space where black men actually gave a shit, to actually want to stop this type of behavior. Yeah, but literally, think about this. If they're talking about women hitting the wall and getting access to them when they're young, right? Get at these women before they hit the wall. Now, I said, well, what has to go through a man's mind to want to talk to a 17, 18-year-old? What can a 17, 18-year-old do for you? A girl 16? Well, it's legal in certain countries. And I say again, what can that child, what can that teenager, what can that adolescent, I don't want to call her a child, with some of them, they be pushing the mantle very close. What could that adolescent do for you to help you get your rocks off? Huh? They can't buy you a pack of cigarettes. They can't get you a beer. I mean, y'all, when we're hearing people bragging about this stuff, that literally are talking about, hey, I'm for helping black men. I'm for helping men advance. But I'm like, hold on, how can you help men advance? But you done been having sex with children. You've been known to beat and rape women. Why are we allowing these fuck boys on panels around that of men that are literally trying to be better men, but these dudes, they have no concern of actually better. Listen, at some point, y'all can't talk about y'all going to call out one thing, but you're afraid to call out. Are they bullies, y'all? Are they bullies? I mean, if you scared, just say it. All you gotta say is, I'm scared to step to the bully. But I'm not scared to literally get up in the face and fight a woman. So you have it where these dudes, they don't mind jumping on and attacking and bashing on women. They don't mind talking about the community, but they also don't mind having sex with children. And they keep doing it over and over and over and over and over. And ain't nobody, and I mean, honestly, at this point now, I don't got no smoke. I don't have no more smoke anymore to get up on these type of people. I don't have any. Hang on, let me pull up the last one. You know, I'm trying to find this dude. I'm not sure they scrubbed his channel. I'm not sure if they scrubbed his channel. But there was a dude who had a travel channel called now there we go. There we go. I got y'all. Because we got quite a few. We got quite a few people. We got quite a few. I don't know who the heck that is. Like, it gets worse and worse, y'all. Why are so many of these YouTubers getting caught having sex with children? Why are the men that are supposed to be for being better men, why are they protecting the men that want to have sex with children? Mind you, these channels have their chats are way more bigger than mine. Y'all can't talk to me about no LGBT agenda anymore. Please, y'all shut all the hell up about the LGBT. Listen, bro, I'm going to talk about the LG. I'm going to talk about the manosphere agenda now. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start doing that. What is the manosphere agenda? What's the manosphere agenda? Because I'm seeing more and more of the manosphere agenda starting to flow out. Let's go ahead and play that music, because we definitely gonna have it. We're gonna get to look at all the people. Let's go ahead and pull up all the people that literally like to have sex or try to have sex with children, because Lord knows they all are put on Front Street. We're gonna go ahead and help them. Let's go ahead and get this out there, and we're gonna show look at everything they like to talk about. So let's go ahead and play that music. Now, y'all do know, y'all see this right here? This is a whole fucking list of YouTubers caught doing crazy shit, and they got an even crazier list of dudes trying to have sex with children. Why is Google or YouTube allowing this many serial freaks in this space? Holy crap. These dudes got whole stories. Y'all, if y'all still trying to save this space, this dude got a whole child with a goddamn. This dude got a whole child with a goddamn minor, dude. I don't know what to tell y'all on that one. I know I'm blind, but damn it, I ain't that blind. Ain't no way y'all gonna jump past these people, bro. Y'all can't. Don't ever fix your mouth at my camp. And literally, we one of the very few camps that have been calling these motherfuckers out. Y'all, this space done been flooded with so many sexual predators now, or so many dudes. It's not even funny, man. Like, y'all, I don't even know how the fuck y'all can even. You can't fix this, bro. You just got to just take a match and burn the place down, man. Y'all going to have to just do a summit and just say, yo, ban, ban, ban. If we catch you going around there, you just got to get banned too. Now, I get some of y'all still going to rock with these people. Do y'all. Be blessed. But me, my soul going to be, I'm good. I'm good. Listen. Y'all have it where y'all got more smoke for running up on women. But you got no balls for running up on the predators that be on y'all channel, that jump on y'all panels, that y'all go fund Cash App. Why would anybody Cash App and support a known sexual deviant that wants to fuck kids? I'm starting to think. I'm starting to think I almost joined Nambla. Are we? I think the manosphere is under. I think the manosphere is under Nambla now. I would not be surprised. And y'all can say, "Yo, BMT, that's some heavy shit to throw on the space." Then prove me wrong. Why y'all? I got a question. If what I'm saying is wrong, then why are y'all afraid to call them out? If my child is a thief and I choose to look a blind eye to my child stealing, I'm just as bad. If it was a woman, I call them out, which I have done that. If it's a man, y'all know I'm calling them out. I call out men and women. But see, what I definitely now am calling out the supporters of these people. I'm calling out the space in which they like to go to nest. I'm calling out, we're going to look at their content. What is their content focused on? See, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and look at the content to which these people like to talk about. Okay? Let's go ahead and look at the content. Okay? Now, first off, let's go ahead and read the report. Now, we got it where authorities arrest a former sheriff detective wanted in Austin, Texas shooting that left 3 dead. Now, mind you, this man was a cop. This man right here, where you at? This so-called Billy Badass bitch, all his content is about doggone that misogynistic shit on getting on women, bashing at women. If your ex-girlfriend crawls back, the clever art and trend of older women seducing. Be wary of men that are leading you into marriage. Live from Maui. Oh yeah. This dude likes talking about young girls and having access to them. Can you enjoy her in her decline? Beware of the cougar honey trap. Now, mind you, this dude's a cop. This dude had a family, but he made his profit and his money off of that of the bashing of women, talking down on family. This is supposed to be a protector of the community, but his main fortune was that of bashing women when he himself was that of a predator. Lord God, I need a beer. I need a beer, bro. God dang. I don't even know how do you even joke about that? The same dude, he made his fortune. I mean, this dude has 154,000 subscribers. And this dude literally bragged on talked about going to other countries and being able to have access to young minors. This dude has literally already killed people. This dude literally has already been caught. His wife and kids have gotten away from him. Like, when I say throw the whole red pill, black pill, whatever fucking pill he do swallow, throw any of this stuff, any pill swallower is trash in my eyes. Y'all ain't nothing y'all can tell me. All pill swallowers, if you a pill swallower, please divest the fuck away from us, y'all. Y'all just need to go. Y'all just gotta go get away from us, man. Like, I hope the FBI tracks all of y'all down. Because we now know that, honestly, y'all mean no good from us, man. Y'all mean no good. Look at all the content. All the content is about that of bashing family and sexual predatory access. That was all his content. You got a whole goddamn pedophile congregation here. And ain't nobody wanted to say a goddamn thing. If y'all were trying to find out where the pedophiles at, bro, they've been here on cyberspace all this time, bro. They've been here all along. They've been here all along, man. Now, mind you, we're gonna have to play. I gotta play with one of them, one of these sickos. I'm gonna play y'all. But one of these dudes was sick in his mind. He was sick. I'm gonna play y'all with that of EDP. Let me go ahead and grab that one. Now you got this one dude. He's going to get on and knowingly admit. He's going to tell y'all, right, that he was trying to have sex with a 13-year-old girl. This man makes thousands of dollars, right? And he knowingly is going to tell you how he was cyberbullying a child and pushing her into trying to have sex. Now, mind you, you had these special kids that play with their dookie. Say, well, what about the women? What about the women? And I will be like, well, dang, go ahead and find the women content creators that are talking about having sexual access to young adults. Show me, just show me this. Show me this. Why have y'all not been able to produce this type of stuff? Like, honestly, see, let me tell y'all why. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, but I'm not about anything else but just calling out the evidence of the facts. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up his stuff because this loser like freak. Let me go ahead and grab it. I gotta go ahead and make sure I grab the information for y'all. Because you gotta understand that when people have no sense of shame, they have none. When a man that makes thousands of dollars has no shame of going to go sleep with a child because he has the money to, because he has a certain type of taste, ain't nothing you can say from there. Let's go ahead and play that bean footage, because I want y'all to hear some of the stuff that this man is going to say. He don't, like, honestly, he's trying to bargain his way out of sexual exploitation. Now, I know some people say, well, y'all, that other guy over there, he's a racist. I don't give a shit if he is a racist. That is a pedophile. That's a pedophile. He's a pedophile. Most of the time, he's going to go after children. This man has a following. If he's a pedophile, he's a pedophile. And there are other people, shout out to them, who are exposing this disgusting freak. I don't care. Y'all got a problem with these dudes? Go start up a YouTube channel called How to Catch a Predator. Black version. I will donate and support it. Shout out to the channel Ebonics 150 that put this out here. Now, mind you, this dude EDP has 2 million subscribers. This man is way up there. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all what this disgusting piece of shit, fat, lard, fucking goddamn rhinoceros, whatever this dude is. I'm going to show you he didn't want no woman. He didn't want no thought. This man wanted young individuals that were children. This is only 4 minutes. We ain't trying to go too long.
I don't even know what to say, man.
Yeah, dude, shame on you.
Shame on me, man. I'm speechless, bro.
Yeah.
I'm speechless, dude.
Hey, bro, you want to call the cops?
Please don't, man.
Why not?
How about you call the cops?
You call the cops. You want help? Call the cops.
You should call the cops.
Call
Go
the
ahead.
cops.
Please don't.
Dude, listen, like, you need to go to jail, man.
Hey, this is my phone report. You call?
Dude, please.
You call the
cops. Explain what's going on.
Explain to the cops what you're doing here, why you came out, and what you did. You need to get help. We're honestly...
No. Hold on.
Call the cops.
Please.
Call the cops.
Come on, man. Please. No.
Look at him crying. But he had all that smoke talking about he wanted to have sex with a little girl.
This is disgusting, you guys. This is like sadist type of... You know what a sadist is?
You guys.
What's stopping me from pressing the green button? What's stopping this?
This is like sadist type of stuff. This is disturbing stuff, you guys. This is not even like we've caught people where they say, oh, we just want to date you, we want to kiss you. But you said you want to throw her in a dungeon. You said you want to climb through her window. You said you want to punish her. You sent graphic photos. You asked for graphic photos, and here you are walking to the apartment.
What's stopping me from pressing the green button right now? What's stopping me?
Can I make you guys a promise?
What?
Sis, you can
We, like,
Sis.
Go ahead.
I have a phone in my pocket, right? Okay.
and you threatened, by the way. You threatened the 13-year-old.
I have a phone in my pocket, right? I'm gonna see, and I'll even do it while you guys are here, okay?
Do I call the cops then? Yeah.
No.
I'll get sheriffs.
I want to call a place to go get help.
You're not going to get help. You had plenty of chances to get help. Every single time you got exposed for it.
You guys are going to witness that, though.
Look, you've been exposed for this 6 different times.
He did it 6 times?
You're not
6 times? You can't say that.
This is not
You
okay.
can't say that type of person.
This is not okay. Honestly, we're doing you a big favor.
No, you guys, please.
Hi, is this Bakersfield, Kern County?
Are you guys really doing
Are you really doing
There's
this?
somebody here
You're here to meet a 14-year-old.
who has solicited photos. There's somebody here.
Are you really doing this?
He crying.
Okay, it's apartments.
He crying.
Are you
I don't know
serious?
what time. I don't know. Apartments
What do you mean?
Bakersfield.
Come on, man. We're trying to get you help. Because you're not going to get help.
Hold on.
Hey, I suggest you stay here. Because everybody knows who you are, right?
Right.
You better just get yourself some help right here, right now. Just stand here. Just stand here and let the cops take care of it.
Dude,
You're the one who put yourself in this position.
guys, we
Okay.
want to tell someone.
You ready?
Honest,
He's right in the front. He admitted to wanting to have with her to eat all this crap.
send graphic.
Somebody, he's gonna run off. Yes.
I'm not
Yes, I hear you.
stand right here.
Right, stand here. Then.
Okay, get me connected to.
You know where you are? You know how many people told us about you? Hundreds of people said, please look into EDP. Please. This guy's a creep. He's messaging minors. He's hitting up minors. He's doing all this disgusting stuff.
This man was trying to. This man
And you have
6 times tried to get at kids.
Please don't do this. Are you
He
serious?
got caught.
We should be asking you, please don't do this to minors. You should be not doing this to minors.
Please. Apartments. There's somebody here to meet a 13-year-old girl who wanted to do things with her. He admitted to do it. He admitted everything on camera.
All right, he's gonna go home. He just said he's gonna go home. So
832.
Hey, watch out, he's going in his car.
yeah.
What's your phone number? After 832. All right. Well, he's heading home now, so you know.
Hey, Shishi.
You're gonna get help, right?
Hey, Shishi.
Yes. You
Hey,
know,
bro.
Just send the cop
No,
over
back
here.
up.
Send the
You're
cop
gonna get
over
help,
here.
right?
So let's go ahead. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now. First of all, that man is sick as hell. That man was trying to go to a doggone child's house. I said, you did. You did. How can we help him? Bakersfield is 3 hours away from me. Listen, man. Let me tell you, the only way you can help those type of dudes, you done heard that man done been caught doing this thing. 6 times this man done tried that stuff. 6 times, Mike. 6 times. That's a repeated offender. That's 6 times. 6 times. And you see, I'm starting to understand why a lot of these people, like, listen, let me tell you, look at this. So, first of all, let's look at the context of the area, okay? Let me show you where a lot of them like to prey on. They like to prey on suburbs and they like to prey on low-income areas. Okay? Now, if you look at the apartments where he's at, right? Those are condominium houses. Okay? Mainly between middle class. Okay? That ain't no upper class. No. He was going after. There's a lot of these dudes like going after young girls who don't have money. This is why they like talking about money so much. This is why they like talking about they're a certain type of man of means. This man was talking about climbing. I don't know how the hell he's going to climb into her bedroom, tie her up, punish her, beat her. Usually when they do that, you know what ends up happening? They kill the kid.
Every time.
Usually when they talk about that, they usually end up killing the child. They destroy her insides. They usually break or kill that boy. This man was caught 6 times, Carol. 6 times. He's been caught doing this. This man ain't gonna stop.
He needs to be in jail. Quite simply, quite plainly, quite frankly, he needs to be in jail. There is no help for people that do that. There is chemically no help for people that do that. Castration won't help. Nothing short of them being locked up and being in a little box forever will help.
That man was turned on. Not just about having sex with a child, but that of abusing,
Torture.
and torturing a child. That was his. That's what the guy said. Yo, the stuff you talking about. Usually they talk about dating. You talk about whole torture of a child. Like I showed y'all the list. These dudes, they don't have like a lot of their lists or their channels. They're frequented towards children. They'll have gaming channels. Nothing against the gaming channel. They'll have channels about the women need to know their place in X, Y, and Z, and they need to do this and that. That man was getting off. Mind you, y'all heard what they were reading to him. That man was caught multiple times. People were reporting him, but other people weren't taking it serious. And people are going to say, well, why are you siding with the white man? Who gives a shit?
Because he's a threat to children. If you can't find value in the kids in your own community, there's no help for you either.
This man was literally, just think about it, he's been caught multiple times trying to get access to children.
There's plenty of them out there. They're on all spaces. It's not a race thing. It's not about race. It's about a disease, a sickness, and a stain on humanity, and it just can't continue. How long have I been talking about this stuff?
This man, you've been talking about it for a long time, Carol. And people, they didn't want to listen. It's worse now. It's building up. It's building up now to where you can't overlook it. You can't even overlook it now. Like this man.
And that's some of the damage. That's some of the damage that was done by the whole Q thing, was to discredit people that were calling this stuff out. People that were pointing you in the right directions. People that were pointing you to the right spaces and the right groups that were harboring and allowing these kind of people to continue to act and be in society and have interactions with society, have interactions with kids. 1.3 million kids are sex trafficked in this country every single year. 480,000, and I think that's a rough estimate that's low, are children that are Black American children.
He done wiped his channel. He done wiped his channel of his stuff. He don't, but literally, this man right now, he's on the run.
And the sick thing is they have to be caught trying to contact kids online to have, and there has to be proof for them to be able to go after these people and keep them off of the internet, because there's loopholes that say that basically if you aren't convicted of trying to solicit kids online, then you can still have access to a computer.
This dude right here, this YouTube content creator, he shot his ex-wife because she left him because she found out about his disgusting behavior. This guy right here, his wife and she took the wife and the kids. This dude right here, former sheriff department office, is accused of fatally shooting his ex-wife and 2 other people Sunday in Austin, Texas, according to the police. And now releases from Austin department said 41 Broderick 41 was scheduled to meet Amanda Broderick for a visit with his son. Bodies of Amanda Broderick, 35, Alyssa Broderick, 17, and 13. Wow, he shot minors. This man even shot minors. He killed a woman and 2 young people. Wow. Were found near 2 cars that appeared to have been in an accident. Alyssa Broderick was the suspect's stepdaughter. Wow. And Simon's Alyssa's boyfriend. So he killed. Wow, this man had no. Like I said, these people don't have no soul, man. These people don't have no soul. They don't. All because these people, if they can't get their way, they will say anything.
And it's because he was going to get exposed.
Exactly. The minute you talk about exposing them, that's when they get dangerous. That's when they start getting real dangerous. And what's crazy about it, now answer me this, conspiracy queen, why are men and some women protecting these type of people? Why are they protecting them?
Because the men, a lot of times in a lot of these spaces, the men that have so much heat for women are trying to replace women. I mean, we've heard this discussion before. We've talked about this before.
Yes, we have.
Men out here actively trying to replace women. Why? Because they can't function with a real woman. They don't know how to function with a real woman, so they target children. Because children can be easily manipulated.
Uh-oh.
Okay? And they do it. They do it over and over again. And the women are just programmed. I'm sorry to say that, but the women are programmed to this kind of behavior, and it's every day to them.
Now, what's crazy about this, right? And shout out to the people, because this is growing, and I'm going to help them. That literally now, people are putting together a list, and as you can see, Carol, you notice that this list in cyberspace is growing.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting bigger. YouTubers who were exposed. And they ain't doing little shit. These are people that have names, followings. And they're getting caught. I mean, goddamn, the sexual predator list shit. That's longer. This is the sexual predator list.
People are still in denial. Unfortunately, they're still in denial, and it's going to get people in their community hurt. It's going to get children in their communities hurt. Being in denial about what's in your face is called cognitive dissonance. It's when somebody tells you this is what's happening, and then they give you everything in front of you to see what it is for what it is. And people still close their eyes, plug their ears, and say, no, 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 la, 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 it's not real. It's a conspiracy. But guess what? It's happening in communities all over this country every single hour of every single day. So ask yourselves, why are they targeting and why are they shutting down people that are calling this stuff out, huh?
Because that means they, because mind you, when you call it out, you become an enemy. You become an enemy to them.
Because let me tell you, the second biggest money-making industry in this world aside from data is human trafficking.
That is true.
And people just, I mean, unfortunately, it has to be something that directly affects you for a lot of people to actually act. But I can't sit back and watch this stuff go on anymore. I can't sit back knowing that these people are out here acting in these spaces unchecked. And it keeps on going. To say it's only on YouTube that's just a small piece of it. That's just the mainstreaming. That's their way of trying to mainstream this into every facet of your life, making it acceptable in every facet of your life. Now we can go back into the old tropes of, back when we were younger, it wasn't a thing for somebody that was 6, 7, 8 years older than you to try to date you and this, that, and the other, but that doesn't make it okay. If we're not willing to let our kids do it this day and age, it shouldn't have been acceptable for us either. But it's becoming more and more rampant, more and more prevalent, and it's affecting all spaces. All spaces. The funny thing is the whole basis of the whole argument with the QAnon thing actually came from a real list that had a handful of Democrats on it, but was mostly Republicans.
Now, one of the things about it, and I want to ask that but I'm looking at the minute right now. If y'all would like to see the transcript messages, there is actually people who went and dug up the transcript and messages of what this man was sending to a young girl. Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
And the politicians, really, that's just the least of it. That's all part of this whole plot. That's whole part of this game, and that's whole part of this whole scenario is they're trying to normalize it. And if you believe that any one party is any more at fault than the other, then you're deluding yourself, because basically pedophilia is the blackmail currency of politics. And in the celebrity world.
I'm going to show y'all right here. This is EDP445. Oh, trust me, it's the best. I love going when it's no one there. All the annoying ass kids are in school and damn near have to have the movie theaters to yourself. LOL, my favorite movie is Lone Survivor. This is pretty much him texting a child. This is him texting the child. You got other people who saw this, and I'm telling you, this is how they do. Y'all gotta understand the new ice cream man truck. Y'all know how y'all used to see that white van commercial about how to catch kids?
Mm-hmm.
That's
The creepy white van with free candy on the side.
Yeah, see, that's the old way. The new way is to start a channel and lure suspecting fan base subscribers in. You know, unicorn candy pop, lollipop treat, super gamer boy, stuff like that. And you know what they start doing? They start messaging you.
It's like the Hollywood Soda Pop Club, where they were violating all the kids in these spaces, and all of these big execs threw these parties for these kids that were in Hollywood. And while they were there, they were basically being groomed by these predators to be violated. Where do you think they learned this behavior from? They learned this behavior from Hollywood that's been doing it for decades upon decades. The casting couch applies to everybody. And there have been celebrities out there that have said it flat out.
This man literally said, look at this shit right here, Carol. He said, I hope you aren't upset or angry by this. I understand. Did I do something bad? I honestly sat down and thought to myself, what the F are you doing? You didn't do anything bad, I promise. It's just that you're so young. You're 13 and I'm 30. You should be dating boys your age or around your age, you know. Okie, I am still your friend. Of course you are, silly. If you were to do that and somehow it got out, I'm not saying you would say anything. Your mom would find out, dad, family members, I'm fucked. Not only do I lose YouTube channel, like, do y'all not, like...
That's grooming talk.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. There we go. All y'all dudes who are doggone defending this dude, I'm just saying, you're so young. You're 13, I'm 30. You should be dating boys your age or around your age. Okay, I'm still your friend. Of course you are, silly. Yes, Carol. That is grooming talk. That is literally where you groom somebody. Listen, don't tell your mommy, your daddy, or your auntie, or anybody that we're talking. I'll give you subs. Yes, some of these young people, they will be your friend for subs. They will be your friend to actually get some type of notoriety claim. Y'all be thinking I be joking with y'all, man. Y'all be thinking I be trying to play. I told you, I'll go find these receipts. I'll go find these receipts. This one done got a whole trial with a goddamn minor that he done had out there pimped out. And y'all already know about goddamn General Hardcore Tito. This fuck boy literally was condoning the shit that he did, talking about women should get raped. So what do y'all got to say about that? What do y'all have to say that literally a grown man, one man got caught by his ex-wife, so he killed his ex-wife and his stepdaughter and children. Another man got caught telling a young girl, don't say anything. Don't tell them what I'm doing to you. These motherfuckers, I told y'all, man. These people don't care. They're going to keep on coming on cyberspace. They're going to keep setting up channels. They're going to keep on pushing their narrative. Now, it's interesting that he had a stepdaughter. So to say he had a stepdaughter, that means this same dude right here that talks about women with children was dating a woman with a child.
Mm-hmm.
But was talking about sexual exploiting of children. Carol, are we the only ones that see this stuff?
Nope.
But he's talking about the return of masculinity. He's talking about getting on shows and talking about how men should be and how literally about how these women are this stuff. Like I said, like y'all listen, man. Y'all, like I said, they have whole fan bases. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. He's not the only one. Trust and believe. There are more of them. There are more of them. There are more of them. They will do more. They will do more stuff. Notice all the content. What is all this content about, Carol? What is this content all about? Women.
Can't read it all because it's little. It's little too, but
I'm sorry. Hang on, I'll make it big for you. All his content. All his content. What do you see it all looking at?
grooming.
It's all grooming. All his content is about grooming. It's all is about grooming.
Unfortunately, one of the things that this space does is that they know the words that they use. They know the manipulation that they use. And others that are like-minded like that will recognize those grooming words and that manipulation. It's like how you put 100 people in a room and you'll have 5 psychopaths that will find each other in that room. Every time.
They will find each other every time. That's actually been proven.
Yep.
That's actually been proven. They literally, the cycles, they actually know each other. Like they can literally pick. They can. Believe it or not, they've actually proved that some of the best ways how they catch a serial killer, get another serial killer. Because they can psychologically understand each other. So they'll go find somebody of that type of level to go find that other person. Because they have certain patterns. We're joined here by my brother, Information Man. What's going on, family?
I'm doing fine. And shout out to Conspiracy Queen. I'm doing fine. I just wanted to say a few words. BMT. I've been sitting back and observing some of the things that have been going on. I think people are not using critical thinking skills. People are not assessing the people that they're listening to. I think people are getting caught up in personalities. What you have on YouTube are that people are caught up into personalities and not facts. They can't separate the facts from the fiction. So when it comes to the dating coaches or someone like Coach Adams, people are caught up in his personality and he's saying things to you that your damn daddy should have said to you, right? So you look at him as a father figure, which is kind of sad that grown men are looking to other men on social media to give them social cues and relationship cues that you should be getting from men in your community or men that you covet, that you can see and touch every day versus people that you see in cyberspace. And let's be honest, a lot of these guys on here are simply doing this for the almighty dollar. That's the bottom line. They don't really care about you. It's about what you can do transactional for them when it comes to buying their products, booking. Anytime somebody tells you, book an hour with me, I can't tell you anything. You're gonna have to book some time with me. That's a red flag, because a lot of these guys on here are not professionals. They have no degrees. I'm more qualified to give people advice on some of these psychological issues than most of the guys that you have on YouTube who talk this type of shit. So they're not qualified. They have no training. They don't know how to properly, you have to have proper closure. You can't tell these guys all these things and leave them out there to hang. So to me, it's not a coincidence that these type of individuals, like this guy that did his horrible crime, that these are the type of guys, the low hanging fruit, the guys have low self-esteem about themselves, guys who may have some internal hate for women or society. It does not surprise me why these are the guys that gravitate towards these coaches that call themselves dating coaches or what have you. And it also speaks to BMT that you got a lot of guys on these YouTube streets, on social media, who are really incels. They're really not living the life that they keep telling you about. Everybody keeps telling you they got a passport and they travel. Yet, if you traveling, Negro, why you always on YouTube 24/7?
Come on.
If you really traveling, you would be too busy in your time zones, right? So everybody brags about, I'm a traveling man. Everybody brags about how many women they have, but all it does is lead up to these examples. And then another thing, I tried to come on, but you had left already. You did a stream where you were on by yourself talking about some of our pedophiles running around on these social medias, getting on panels, trying to make excuses for their acts. And this is my question. If any black man has integrity, anybody, I don't care what your race is, if anybody has integrity about themselves, why make excuses, and why would you want to be in the company of men who have raped women, who have raped children, have beat up elderly people? Just look. You can take away the issue of molesting or raping women and underage child. Just look at the fact that you're dealing with a person who's doing armed robbery on people. What's that all about? So why would you want to be in the company of someone like that? Why? Why would you want to interview someone like that and be in their company? It speaks a lot about your character, in my opinion, when you want to put this kind of individual around you. So what you have, BMT, is you have brothers like yourself who are speaking truth. You're doing the right things. You're a family man, but nobody pays attention to that. But everybody wants to gravitate towards the flash. Everyone wants to gravitate towards these fancy advice coaches on YouTube. And you know what the old saying is, brother? You judge a tree by the fruit that it bears. So if you have these coaches on here and you got these guys like this doing what they do, guess what? That's a byproduct of the fruits that you have bared. They are a byproduct of their advice. They're a byproduct of their ideology, of whatever internal hate they have for women, for society, whatever it may be. They are byproducts of it. They're byproducts of it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Hey, what's up, Info?
Yeah.
What's up, bro? No, the only thing I was going to say is I thought of something because Carol was saying how they use these code words, right? I think one step, because really, like we said, this stuff is actually old, but I think social media actually gives us the easier opportunity to kind of identify these people and their thinking, because they're using these code words, they're using these same talking points, these type of language, so you can put together kind of like a profile. And that way, whenever we hear that type of language, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll record known pedophiles, right? And we'll put their language up. These people are known, right? And then when anybody comes with that type of language, anybody makes a show with that type of talking language, if you having that type of stuff on your panel, then we'll record your little spot, and we'll put it right next to known pedophiles. And
Why do you
Jeffrey
think
Epstein?
Right. Why do you think why do you think everybody was looking at him funny style? Why do you think Roger Allen Curry, why do you think he said about a year ago or 2 years ago, I think it was a year ago or two, that he didn't want to associate with the term? Can somebody mute their
mute up.
Sorry.
that sound is horrible.
Go ahead.
That he didn't want to associate himself with this term manosphere, because the larger society is associating that terminology with men that are women haters, with men that did what that dude did. And he said he didn't want to be associated with that to his brand, because Allen Curry is a brand, what he does with his Mode 1. So he didn't want to be associated with that. So the truth of the matter, my good brother, is that when you're talking, and people don't want to deal with this, but it's the facts. When you're using terms like blue pill, red pill, black pill, all those terms that brothers use on these streets that they think is innocent of this type of stuff, those are the terminologies that they are defining in the larger society as is hate talk for women. That goes in a line with what this dude did. So you have to understand. That's why you don't hear me personally. I don't use a lot of that type of terminology, because I already know that terminology is not. It's not flying in larger society. It's not. And so that's why when you come to these spaces on YouTube, and I think BMT said this before, and you say, well, and everybody says, this is a space. No, it's not. It doesn't even exist. YouTube don't even recognize it as a space. It's only a space in your mind. It doesn't have any power, because the larger society is not backing your play. So when guys get up here and they say, oh, we're going to go mainstream. Look, when you look at Kevin Samuels, Kevin Samuels is not doing that. Kevin Samuels has changed his content to fit a Madison Avenue. So even Kevin Samuels is not using these terms anymore, which is another reason why his program is resonating with larger outside society, where he's getting invites on these different shows, because he's not using a lot of that terminology. So he would be seen as the safe dude right now, even if you don't like the way he talks to women. But all this hardcore stuff that guys be talking, the larger society is rejecting it. They're not making that shit mainstream. I saw that article too, BMT. It's a powerful article. They're not. The larger society is rejecting it, brother Super Mike.
But not only that, though, like the thing is, though, you can literally identify these people, because to me, I think that, I guess because these people have the same similar thought patterns, I guess, they're going through the same little issues, I guess, right? So like they sit up here and identify themselves with each other, just like that fat dude you showed earlier, BMT. And to me, I don't know why those guys were sitting up here trying. I guess that was for views for their channel, but to me, you call the cops, or you do what you're going to do to solve the problem. When you got the predator in your clutches, what are we doing trying to let it go? You see
this guy is not the only guy that's a part of these circles. Won't be the last, but this is the question: do we, from a basic idea as men, do we as men who are outliers from this, meaning we are outliers, we don't spend a lot of our time on this rhetoric as others do? Why would we want to associate with rhetoric that's being associated with that type of ilk now? Why? I'm not saying you. I'm saying in general. Saying in general. Why would we want to be associated?
We don't want to associate that. Hell no. That can't be no mainstream look of the black men, or even men in general. Like you said, I think, because I'm not gonna lie, I never heard of Manosphere until I came here, and I tried to go over there and listen to a couple
Right.
What is his name? Obsidian and stuff.
Right.
I couldn't sit there and listen to it.
But you do realize that Obsidian is doing what he's doing, and he would be the first to admit it. I'm not talking any shade on him. He has admitted it. He's doing it because he knows he can make money. He knows what he can sell to you Negroes, and he knows that.
But to me, to even know, but to me, think about this though. To me, to even have the ability to flow like that, to have those type of thoughts. To understand that mindset, you see what I'm saying? To make money that way, like you can make money all kind of ways, right? But to him, that's easy to make money. You know what I'm saying? To appeal to that pedophile, little sick woman hater type mindset, and these little attracted dudes.
You can appeal to that because you don't look. You can appeal to it. Because when something goes wrong, you can say, oh, it's not my fault that person went out and did A, B, and C. That's on them. That's their interpretation. That's their messed up mind. So a lot of guys can divorce themselves of it that get into this talk because they can hide behind the fact that, well, that was that man's choice. My content doesn't make anybody do that. No, that's not what my content does.
Out how they understand it.
But now the question, here's the thing about it. Okay. The talking point was, as I look, I'm showing y'all. I didn't make these things. There's no way from Oxford to Urban Dictionary to goddamn columns. They're all coming out with the same equal end game about this space. And not only that, the dominant society is noticing that a particular group of people with a certain type of deviancy and behavior, they're coming out of the space. Also, it's like I told y'all with the reference of the cockroaches. If they're coming from a certain apartment, after a while, you can't ignore it no more, bro. You just can't. Like, I never heard none of the brothers here or Carol literally have so much vitriol toward a certain group. But then we keep catching them in certain sexual predicament. You follow what I'm saying? Like, none of y'all men on here, I've ever heard y'all talk about women hitting the wall and talking about, well, if the state says, now I just want you to hear this. How would you feel when somebody says, well, if the state says it's legal to date a 14-year-old or a 15-year-old, then that's not a problem. What does that ping off in y'all mind?
Well, this is the thing, BMT. You got to look at the brothers who have family. Like I have a daughter. So therefore, somebody talking like that would be somebody that I don't want to endorse, or would I would agree with that, or I would want to be around them. So like I've been saying this before, man, you got a lot of guys in these spaces who have never been married. They've got no kids. They got no outside responsibility other than themselves. So when they talk like that, it doesn't hit them the same way because they're not responsible for a child that could be a victim of one of these guys. You see what I'm saying?
But see, here's what when I hear, I always wonder, what can I, as a grown man, have in common with a 17? What can I have in common with a 17-year-old?
Nothing.
What can I have in common? What can I have in common with that of a child? Like, mind you, this one dude I just showed y'all, and Carol heard it. He was caught 6 times. Mike, you heard that. He was caught.
Yeah. But look at him. See, this is what I'm saying.
After a while, bro, me, you, and Mike and Carol just have to take him out there to the pastures and just, allegedly, we got.
That's what I'm saying. I was like,
you can't say that. You can't say these type of people, man. And mind you, you got it where their acolytes or their disciples are defending their behavior, or like, well, there's nothing wrong. I mean, maybe she wanted it. Why would she have gotten in the car? And I'm like, dude, like, these people are doing this more and more. Like, more and more of them are showing up. More and more of them are popping up, and it's like they're being more emboldened to do more.
Check this out. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I think E-Man Perry said that you got married guys who talk like that too, and I would just say to that the bottom line, right, in the bottom line, like I said before, no matter what these guys' status is, I'm just saying for me, see, this is the thing that E-Man Perry has to understand. Men, and I'm talking about real men. See, you gotta understand, you gotta separate men from the boys. Men who are family men won't accept being around guys who talk like that. The men who are boys, who may be married, they will accept it because, like he said in the chat room, they're talking like that themselves. So we have to be able to have standards. Where are the standards, BMT, as men? What are we willing to accept and not accept? I don't think there's any standards.
And it has to come back. And it has to come back to both men and women in the home taking ownership of that home collectively together as a unit and saying nothing about any of this space is going to permeate our space. Nothing about any of this kind of rhetoric, logic, or behavior is going to permeate our space. Right. Because it's unacceptable. It's not cohesive to functionality. It's not cohesive to the safety and the well-being of the children out there. Certainly my children. Really... I have 2 girls. Mm-hmm. So you damn sure best bet I am on this and I am banging on these streets. Because it's rampant.
I really don't think that stable together family structures and stable men, like I had described, I don't think these coaches are resonating with those kind of guys who are living in the real world. It resonates with the dude who did what he just did that hit the 10 o'clock news. It's resonating with those dudes that are incels. People who have real lives, 24/7 real lives, that shit don't resonate with them. It's the goofballs that it's resonating with, which is why you see the goofballs getting in trouble.
Together. We got to get these profiles known because, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, people got to be able to recognize crap. And the thing is, I'll tell you like this. This didn't even resonate with me when I was single, when I was a kid, man. I was damn desperate. You know how, like, you know how you are. Sometimes when you're single, and you're like, okay, you out there looking for a woman or whatever. You out there trying to meet somebody, talk to them. It's like this type of thought process. That's the reason why I'm saying, like, I can't even think like that. I literally went over there to try. I thought they was joking with some of this stuff. And then I was like, dang, they sit up here all day talking like this. What else they go to? I can't do it. I can't do it, man. And I can't even think like that. So I was just like, wow, this is crazy. So really and truly, like, we're going to have to say, okay, you hear this type of noise, it's just certain reoccurring themes that people like this, enjoy, I should say. And I mean, that needs to be pointed out.
Let me say this first. I just want to get this out here for the record. Jay, shut up. Let me just say it right. Jay, I am sorry. For the second year, I've been doing BMT. Jay had always told me, get out of that group. Get out of that group, Joe. Like, those men are sexual predators. And I was like, no, Jay. No, it can't be. And I fought, like, literally, she said, get away from them. Get away. Like, we can go elsewhere. And piece by piece, I told you so, Joe.
That's why I came up here, right?
So I rather crucify myself before you even get me out here. But know this, that I can admit, when I was turning away from some of the shit to the point where I'm like, yo, this shit. She was like, Joe, but what about your situation? And I told them, yo, I've been abused. And they laughed at it. and more sexual deviancy started happening. Did it not happen, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
It just kept happening over and over. Information, man. You remember you came on a panel with me and you and X had to talk to people about one of these dudes in the space beating his woman, breaking her ribs, busting her eye socket.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta understand, this space is getting like literally. There's a dude not too long ago that tried to kill his mom.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was talking to someone earlier. And basically we came to the conclusion that all of these dudes that are in this space now, they basically were thrown off. We used to drag them like 5 years ago. That's why I already knew about them, because they were in other groups, like back in 2015, 16 and stuff like that. They would be in other groups. And then shit, back when you in Facebook, you kind of have to use your real name. Back when you kind of had to use your real name. And folks would look up information, and how many times have I told you this person is an abuser, this person, or even if we didn't find their information, just the way that they would talk, the way that they would speak, the way that they would act, you just knew that there was something behind the scenes. And then slowly but surely it would come out. That's why I'm gonna say this: about 80% of the time, and I'm specifically talking on YouTube, people are trying to bring up celebrities and Hollywood and all that shit. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about specifically YouTube. That's why 80% of the time, that's why it's so easy to expose these dudes, because it's almost like they follow the same pattern every time. 9 times out of 10, when they start, like I said, first of all, we was probably dragging them 5 years ago and they left Facebook and came to YouTube because, and 9 times out of 10, there's something in their background. Or even if it's not, like, I was in a situation with my ex where he was abusive, but he never went to jail for it. He never got arrested for it. So it wasn't out there. But then when you start looking at the patterns of the things he says and the things he does, of course, I was young and dumb back then, but whatever. But when you start looking at the patterns and how a person acts, you can see how that person would be abusive from the outside looking in. And that's why, I'll thank him for that. He did teach me how to spot these fucking motherfuckers, because I see how he acts.
Like I said,
yeah, I would talk about that one day.
About what?
What happens is that
how to spot them.
Oh, I've talked about it many times on this channel, but see, that's the thing. Like Joe was saying, y'all, I always get the bitter black woman, the angry black woman. I'm always just the bitter black woman, the bitter single mother. I hit the wall. I'm fat. I'm ugly. I'm this. I'm that. So don't nobody want to take these do, excuse my language, but don't none of these fucking punk ass bitches want to take you seriously when it's a woman saying it. I'm being serious.
Look, this is the bottom line. You can spot it very easily. If you have a man who is always angry, and he's coming on YouTube 7 days a week, and all of his anguish is towards the female persuasion over and over again, and he's saying this and he's saying that, and he's saying how society is doing this for the women.
The matriarchy.
This is a man.
The matriarchy.
Yeah. The patriarchy
or the gynocracy.
That's another one too.
Patriarchy is very, very important, because I do believe our society has gotten kind of broken down from certain standards of how we function as a society with women and men. And I'm not talking about women, in any kind of sexist way. But I have to be honest, if a man is constantly, that's all he has to offer and talk about, and then he's not actually getting to a solution to change the circumstances that he is not happy about, in his life, and all he does is keep talking about it, this is a man who is a red flag for one of these kind of guys. Another thing that's a dead giveaway is that most of the guys who talk this type of stuff the most strongest tend to be the ones who hide themselves from you in avatars, because they don't want you to be able to run up on them. They don't want you to catch them in the community.
How many times have I said that, Joe? 9 times out of 10, they don't have real pictures on their profiles. They've never shown themselves ever.
Right. Because they don't want you to be able to run up on them in the community or anywhere in the world where now they would have to be confronted on their bullshit. So those are the criteria. They hide behind avatars, always angry, never have a solution for anything, but just talk the same circular conversation over and over and over again. These are red flags. These are people who have moved from other social medias where they couldn't hide themselves, and you are right about that, sister. And now they can come to YouTube where they can hide themselves, and you never really know who they really are outside of this until they do something like what this dude did. But you hear it in their voices 7 days a week. 7 days a week. And I'm saying to myself, what men, talking about men right now, what men have time to talk about the same issue 7 days a week? Don't you work? Don't you have a business? Don't you have a family to take care of? Don't you have things to really do? How can you let that permeate your mind 7 days a week?
We are in a different scenario right now. I mean, there's still a lot of people that are laid off because of COVID.
But they were talking this stuff.
Prior to that.
Yeah. No, I got you.
Conspiracy Queen. This kind of talk, as the sister said, has been going on before
for
COVID,
years.
Pre-COVID, it's been going on. It'll be going on post-COVID. So all the talk that you're hearing, this ain't because people just all of a sudden have all this time to talk now. Because of it, they've been talking this since day one. I've been hearing it since day one I came on the scene. Nothing has changed in the conversation. Now the new word is high value man. And then next year or 2 years from now, they'll be using another term besides high value man.
And the next year, they're not going to be talking about the Samuelites are going to be talking about somebody else. First it was Tommy, and then now it's Kevin. Next year is going to be another dude. You know what I'm saying? So every year it's just always somebody else. It's just, rinse, repeat, recycle, rinse, repeat.
But everybody's talking about another dude. But the question is, what are you doing?
I want to read the $5 super chat. BT, I am almost 60 years old. Respect to you. Oh, this thing is old. When I was a child, I was sexually abused 3 times. You are not alone. Thank you for that. I want to say this, and I'm bringing this up. One, we've always, for as long as I've known, for as long as y'all know me, that's why I said I'm not sure people really care. I've always talked about helping the community and accountability. One of the first shows I ever did with Info was trying to save a school for young men, for young boys. The men were more worried about what goes on between a young girl's legs than trying to save a school for young boys.
Then you had your friend come on that was wanting to talk about sickle cell anemia and what was it? It was something else too, like kidney disease or something like that.
In our community.
And because he was trans, they were more concerned about it was somebody that you knew from high school, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then because he was trans, they were more concerned about the level of your relationship. Like,
mind you, he's in the medical field trying to help us. Like, it amazes me. We've had people jump on the panel that have bragged about getting access to young adults. Jake's heard this. Carol has heard this. Mike, you've heard this. They have bragged about getting access to young people on my panel,
and will sit there and defend it over and over again, and
they
defended it over and over again, argued about it.
And in their mind,
proudly,
they did nothing wrong. And mind you, they have kids. That's the thing that blew my mind. They have kids and wonder why their kids aren't in the home, but they're bragging about having sex with fucking children. And at this point, I want this place to burn, y'all. If I do anything right in my life, I want this fucking place to burn. Like, I'm angry with tears coming out of my eyes. But I know
BMT,
evil as fuck.
I'm gonna say something so you don't get burnt out, because you know what?
Thank you.
I mean, the thing is, you can't expect certain stuff. When you expect to fix something too quickly, it'll burn you out. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, but people are coming more like they don't have no shame, bro. Like, these people
this thing is too deep.
Harder for the rest of us. Like, these people literally, oh God, all these fuckers do It's just keep showing up and throwing in our face that they're getting away with fucking our children and fucking up our families. And like, I have done countless panels about literally about trying to fix a relationship at home. These dudes get on panels bragging about fucking kids, and they get fucking subscribers up in Yale. Like, this place is fucking evil. I swear on God, I hate this place.
Well, Carol said earlier. I mean, Carol said earlier. The thing is, the people up at YouTube and all of these rich people, they're the same people. That's why I said you can't necessarily get burnt out. The only thing I would say, in reality, is like I said, our best bet is to expose the good from the bad, because guess what? A certain amount of people gonna go over there, and a certain amount of people gonna come over here, and we protect people who think like us. That's all I can see. Because
I hate you, Mike. I hate it. And I'm very thankful, Mike.
But as far as this topic at hand, I mean, that's the thing. Ironically, the dude, the food guy, the food reviewer dude, the fat one, my ex-husband sent that to me yesterday because one of the other food reviewers that me and him both watch on a regular basis spoke out about it. And he was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And the funny thing is, I said to him, is it though? I said, that shit don't surprise me in the least bit. Like, he was surprised because he's not on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? He's not on YouTube. He's not in these spaces. So when he saw it, he's like, damn, that's crazy. You know, he's got all these subscribers and this, that, and the third. And I was like, yo, that shit ain't crazy. I said, it's not crazy. I said, the thing is, I was reading, I was just like, oh, another one. That's really all I said.
Right. It's all it is. Like nowadays, I think what really frustrates me is I watch people get on panels and defend these dudes. They have more smoke to go fight Jay. They'll go talk about how they will call Information Man or you or me simps and all this stuff. But when it comes to these dudes or these women or any of these people that do this shit, they will never say a dime. But they'll jump in our face or to attack us and say we're the problem. We are the problem. I see Info busting his ass to do good content. Views probably hit like 400, 500, might hit 1,000. Dude will talk about, yo, I'm going to such and such area to go get access. And mind you, the girls, they'll probably look all good. I'm willing to tell you right now, majority of them girls are teenagers. Majority of these countries now, and I've been watching a lot of these channels, a lot of these countries don't want Americans there because of sex tourism.
Yep.
Because they're going.
What I did have this conversation like 2 years ago when all the rage was dudes trying to go overseas. I was like, and I said, yo, this story don't make no. All these dudes was like, yeah, because y'all black women do this and that. Remember that? And I was like, I said, this is sex tourism.
Like literally, we covered all. Like I don't even do that. I don't even talk about that no more because now you're having where countries are starting to want to ban us. Because literally, they're catching us having sex with their kids, dude.
You had a show where I think they were British people, but whatever. I think they were British and they were going to like Gambia and stuff like that. And folks got on this channel, and it was basically like, oh well, you know, their parents didn't stop it. That's their fault. Why should we care? And I'm just like, them motherfuckers right there. Those are the ones you got to watch out for.
They were laughing. They were laughing about it. They were laughing, thinking that shit was funny, bro.
But the people who talk like that, they're exposing themselves, and those are not the kind of individuals that I would want to hang around.
Right.
I wouldn't look. For example, if I'm on a panel and I'm hearing things that are a little sideways, especially when it comes to underage children and stuff like that, at that point, as a man, I need to exit that particular situation. I need to get off that panel. I need to not. I need to cut loose with that. I shouldn't sit up there for hours or any long length of time while that conversation is continuing to progress itself and be a part of that. I need to get out of that situation and not associate with that. And it's just that simple. And like I said before, the men who are not on that level, we are the small number that are on these platforms that have a different attitude and mindset. And there's not enough of us on here with that mindset. And those are the men who actually have a real life have real experiences, and have been able to deal with their, like, for example, I'm 51 years old. I was born in 1969. So when I grew up, I had to learn how to deal with talking with women. When I wanted to date someone or I was interested in someone, I had to learn to walk over to them. There was no social media. There was no flip left, flip right. I had to talk to that young lady and understand that I'm going to be turned down sometimes. And when you grow up like that, for some of us, not everybody's a perfect example, but when you grow up in a situation where you have to learn that you're going to sometimes be turned down by the opposite sex, and you're going to have you're going to win sometime and you're going to lose sometimes, but it gives you confidence. And as you grow older and you develop it in your maturity, men who are like that, we're the ones who don't tend to get on social media complaining about women, because we've gone through building our confidence up and understanding that, yeah, you're going to lose some, you're going to win some. Some women are not going to feel you. Some women are. So I'm not going to say, well, because that woman wasn't interested in me, that makes her an A, B, and C. That was that situation. She wasn't into me. I wasn't happy about it. But guess what? I move on. I don't stalk her. I don't call her this and that. I move on and I have other success in life. When you grow up like that, where you have to use interpersonal skills, you have to use your verbal skills, and not just deal with people through computer glass. Men that are like this, we just have a different attitude about women in the world that we live in, when you are a proper example of masculinity and you don't spend your time whining about women. I've been on panels where I've said over and over again to guys when I've had a chance to talk, hey, what's the solution? You guys keep talking about this, so what are you going to do about it? And then nobody has an answer. It gets quiet as a mouse pissing on cotton. And when I say, hey, what are you doing in the community? Well, I ain't about the community. I'm not going to be a cleanup man. Okay, you don't want to be a cleanup man. You don't have time because you're busy. Or you're willing to donate $5, $10 to an organization that's doing the work that you don't want to do. They ain't got nothing to say. And when I put that barometer out there and they don't respond to any of that, that tells me that they're not about anything. And they're not on here to improve anything. They just want to be heard and they want to vent their anger.
And that's all it is.
And that's all it is.
But do you think so, Infoman, in your professional opinion? I mean, I'm a little bit younger than you. I'm 42. So, I grew up in a time where someone actually had to approach you. But do you think the internet, and I'm taking the predator aspect out of it.
Predator bus, Jay. It's the new predator bus, is the internet.
But do you think that the internet makes it easier or more difficult to talk to the opposite sex? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I have social anxiety. And for me, Facebook has been like a godsend. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I have met great friends, including Josiah. Like, I have great friends, like people that that I would consider family at this point. Right. But you get to the point like you done seen the kids grow up, like all that stuff. So for me, I guess maybe I use it in the right way, but for me, I always felt like the internet made it easier for me to talk to people because I didn't have that original face-to-face interaction.
I think the internet makes it easier for you to expand your friends across the world globally. I mean, I'm up here talking to all of you on this panel. We're having a conversation, and most of you live all over the goddamn country. Some may live near me. That's amazing. But this is the problem. Can you separate the interpersonal skills on here to how you're going to deal with people in real life? Meaning, sometimes people use these mediums to not identify themselves, to not be who they really are. They will use these sites to become something else that they're not. That's where it becomes a problem. There's nothing wrong with socializing with people on here, but when you try to become something that you're not and you mislead people, that's when it becomes a problem.
You're right, Info. Let me say something and get off. You're right about that because I approached women. I remember I approached one and she rejected me, and everybody in that office, they were like, she must be gay. I was like, no, I was like, she can't. Just because she don't want me, that don't mean anything. She just didn't want me. And like you said, that builds a character. And you know, I guess the people like, and you knew, for example, you knew if you talked to a woman and you got that number, it was over, right? You pretty much, once you can get her where you can keep talking to her like over some type of media, like a phone or like social media, a computer or something like that, you pretty much almost was in the bag. But, and so like you said, they, you know, a lot of these men, they don't have to worry about that initial fear of rejection. And so their character, you know, I guess it's
But that's why I
them.
said
Yeah.
that's why I said to a certain extent it seems like it would make it easier to talk
Right.
to, because I'm gonna be honest, like I never shot my shot until I was on Plenty of Fish.
Right. You know why it makes it easier?
You know.
Because you're at home in the comfort of your home.
Right.
You're on a computer and you can say things, and if it doesn't work out, well, you're never going to meet that person. That person's not going to see you, so there's not the same embarrassment as it is when you meet a person in person. But I'll tell you this right now: if the internet was to shut, if the phones and the internet were to shut down, it would not negate my ability or my confidence to still be able to go out and try to approach a woman that I may be interested in to shoot my shot. Because I was doing that longer growing up than I have been using
As
this
an adult.
form to talk to
Yeah.
women. I've been doing it the old school way longer than I have been doing it this way. So I could adapt. A lot of these guys who have only done it this way, they would really have a hard time adapting.
Right. I remember telling that to like a younger guy one time. I was like, you know what? I was like, I said, now you got it easy with cell phones in the club. I said, now you had to, like, a girl gives you a phone number on a piece of paper and you had to hope it was the right number when you called. You know, it's like the game ain't changed, just the technology did.
Yeah.
I want
Well, I'm kind of with Joe though, because at this point, you know, if it all burns, these people have no choice but to do their activities on the street, and that makes them a lot easier to find and to catch.
See, like I said, listen.
And I guess that's where I was kind of going with that, where it's like,
Mhm.
it's easier probably for people to do it in these spaces because, I mean, everybody, you don't even need a computer now. Like, there was I think when Facebook first came out, I think you had to have a computer. Like, so, you know, like now it's like, as long as you have a cell phone and cell phone service, or even if you don't have cell phone service, you can go to Starbucks and McDonald's and hop on Wi-Fi and, you know, have internet service. So that's where I guess where I was going with that. I think to a certain extent, it's made things easier to do that, you know, on both sides.
Because
of the fence.
you have it easier if you don't want to go to a club, a nightclub, if that's not your thing, and you can go on a site and connect with someone on a site. That makes it easier it opens the span of the number of women and men that you can have access to, talking to them and maybe meeting up. And you can meet people who may live in other countries and other parts of the country. So it has expanded. But the thing is this, you can expand something, but if I as a man am still immature in the way I communicate with you, right? It still it won't matter. I'll have more access, but I still don't know how to deal with women. I don't know how to talk to you. I don't have any type of swagger to me. And this is the thing that I think that's missing in a lot of guys that they're forgetting. I believe that women like men that are mysterious. And I think guys have lost that ability, that chivalry and that ability to be mysterious and to know when to talk and when to shut your goddamn mouth up. Some guys are a little bit too fidgety with women. Some women like men that are more assertive, confident and assertive, not men that are weak and, you know, fragile. You don't like that because you want masculinity.
But at the same time,
Yes.
but at the same time, if someone's constantly talking about masculinity, that's a turnoff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'll be like, why the fuck is
Well, and that's also a sign that they're not really masculine. That's projecting a fake front.
Right. But most men that fit what you ladies are saying, they don't spend, that's what I've been saying. Most men that are like that, they don't spend a lot of time trying to remind you how masculine they are by using terms like I'm red pill. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they just are. And they exude confidence.
Yes, you
It's
exude
attractive.
confidence
It's like honey for the bees.
Right, and that's why just like looking at his first page, it says the top of the screen says masculinity. I would have clicked off of that shit so fast. Like I haven't heard of that guy. That was the one that got arrested, right?
For killing
Greg Adams.
killing his
Like,
ex-wife and his stepdaughter.
I would have clicked off his page so fast because as soon as I saw masculinity, like in big letters on the top.
So when you look at that, when you look at this, it says the return of masculinity, and I'm asking myself, well, where did your masculinity go at one point in time? Because it conveys that message,
right? It's
that
kind
your
of like
masculinity was gone at some point in time, ladies, right?
Right. It's kind of like when they said "Make America Great Again." Again for who? What did the again mean?
So
Same
Coach Adams is
concept.
conveying that the return of masculinity, and he's the one to gain you your masculinity that you lost, gentlemen.
The thing about it is this, and when I bring up these things, and I'm just showing y'all, like I said, but I get frustrated, and I understand these dudes. They literally, this man done killed his ex-wife. So
wait, I didn't. Whoa! I must have missed that part. He killed somebody too.
Yeah, he killed his ex-wife, his stepdaughter, and her boyfriend. This man is killed. Like this man.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. Like I kind of was in and out. Sometimes I do have to work. So
Coach Adams.
This man has killed his ex-wife, and he killed his stepdaughter and her boyfriend. They're dead. This man is killed. This other man right here, mind you, this other man right here, Sinful to P, this man had literally prostituted a 14-year-old girl who had a baby for him.
What? So he literally did all the things. It's like he did like all the things. He killed someone, had a baby by a minor. So it's basically like he's literally got like all the charges.
This guy right here.
Oh, he was he worked for the sheriff's department too.
Right. This guy right here has bragged about women getting raped on social media multiple times, and that literally this motherfucker's a whole sicko. This guy right here has been caught 6 times. This guy right here. I mean, like I said, are we not seeing a pattern that literally these motherfuckers are in the space? And goddamn, we have a whole list. Like literally.
BMT, this Coach Adam character.
Yeah, I've heard of him before. I think.
Has he been the picture that you showed? Because I know this has been running across. So he's been caught in something, right? Let me see this here.
Yes, and I can send you the information. It's in my description below.
Yeah, send me that information because I kind of saw this yesterday, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together quite. I thought maybe because I said something wrong, BMT. I thought this was a guy that one of the guys that follow him. Now I'm literally realizing that that's Coach Adams himself.
Yeah, Nyla covered this yesterday.
What's crazy about it? Guess what he is? A former sheriff's office.
Yeah. Because when you sent the article, you sent it to me last night, and I was probably.
I know. I'm not
like,
alone. You be sending me shit. I'll be like, well,
yeah.
Well.
I saw it, and I thought you was just saying it in general. I didn't know that he was a content creator. Wow. How many views does he get on his
he gets videos? A lot of views. He's like, let me tell you something. Coach Adams is very popular. This is a man that goes to the what's that called? Studio 21, which is this big manosphere convention within the white manosphere that they give every year. And you get some of the heavy hitters who push that type of ideology that go and meet every year at some conference and whatever. I guess they all go there and hold
probably talk about women.
I guess they go there and they all hold each other's whats. I don't know, but
I'll say it, a circle jerk.
But he's part of the in crowd in that circle.
Okay.
So this is sad. This is sad because a lot of dudes, as I said before, they hang on to the words that guys like him say out of their mouths.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the same kind of guys that are
from them.
Yeah, they're the same ones that are out here talking about women don't need to have rights anymore and we're screwing up the world, this, that, and the third. Well, I'm sorry, but if we're the ones that are, responsible for being home, taking care of the home, taking care of the kids,
Right.
you know, and maintaining that sort of status quo, then I'm sorry, we need to be in that space and have that space and have those rights and have that say, because if we go backwards, shit was real bad before women had rights. Let's just put that on Front Street again. When women couldn't actually have a voice to hold her accusers or her rapists or her violators or her beaters, you know, accountable, and other men were covering up for it, you know, those women lost their lives time and again. And this is what these kind of people are trying to put this back out on Front Street to go back to.
This is what I don't understand, to everybody on the panel. Why has YouTube not terminated the channel? Why is this channel even physically still on YouTube?
Because they are protecting them. They're protecting them. Just like Twitter, just like on I mean, they're being protected. They're being harbored and protected.
You would think that YouTube wouldn't want to associate with him and that they would just get rid of his page right off.
Does he use his real name on the channel?
No, he don't. He don't.
Okay.
You know, his name is Coach Greg, right? But in the same sense, hang on, where's his stuff? Where's his thing at?
So what I'm saying is the correlation probably hasn't been made as of yet. Give it time. Because when did he get arrested?
This happened. This came out 20.
DNT, man, send me that article. I'm trying to look for it, but send it to me.
No, because listen, his name is Coach Greg Adams.
Yeah, correct, Coach Greg Adams. I've seen him before. Like I said, he goes to conferences, he speaks on stages, he's got a large following, a lot of guys in his chat room, he gets a lot of views, and this is the man you've been following.
But
the man who takes out his family.
Right, but his name is actually Steven. So, see what I'm saying? They like I said, alias his name. Y'all know, oh no, his name is Kyle or Madoc. And actually his name is Paul Johnson or some shit. Again, I don't know how y'all still follow these killers and stuff, or these rapists and all these kind of sexual freaks that literally, like I said, you know it's crazy. I can literally put up all the evidence about these motherfuckers. People will still follow them. People will still defend them. Like I'll send you all the stuff, info. Like I said, but like I said, for other content creators, if y'all can't talk about this, if y'all can't call these people out, stay the fuck out the way, man. Don't ever say I'm attacking the real problem when you got motherfuckers in this space that are literally taking your money to go have sex with minors. Just let that set in. They say one thing on a panel.
It's because they want to be like him. It's just like with the current hot person now, you know, the Samuelites, they want to be like him. And that's why they support him. I literally scrolled through one night on his channel, on KS channel, and I'm like, I saw dudes giving $20, $30, $40, $100. And I'm like, are y'all fucking for real?
I want you to understand, these same dudes
because they want to be like him, but them same dudes probably don't want to take you to Applebee's and want you to pay half at Applebee's on a 2 for $20. That's what I'm saying. But they'll give his ass freaking like hundreds of dollars.
But here's the thing about it, Jay, that blows my mind. Here's the thing about info, Carol. They speak against single mothers.
BMT. They've got have you seen the video? They got video of his arrest.
Send me that.
I'll send you. I found an article. This is in local Austin newspaper. Let me send you right now. They got they're showing you as he's getting arrested. I'm surprised nobody has shown that footage.
Oh, give it to me. But like I said, want you to know he's talking about getting with women that don't get with a woman with children, right? I know a lot of these dudes who talk about don't get with women with children.
But they got children.
BMT, check your email now.
I am going right now.
And on the article, on the news article, scroll down. You know how these news articles have like a little video that they'll put on there? You let it. Wow. If this is.
Roll that beautiful footage.
All right. I'm sorry. My kids locked themselves outside the house again. Part of being a parent. Literally.
Well, wait, have you ever gotten locked out the house by your kid? Because I've gotten locked out of my house by my kid.
All the time.
My kids do that. They think it's funny when they lock me outside.
Yeah, I had to wait. She locked me. She was like about 3, I think. She locked me out of the house, went in a room, and fell asleep. I had to call the cops. I had to call the fire department.
My kids think it's funny when they lock the door and I'm outside the house. But I hide keys. I have certain secret locations because now the kids, they think it's a joke locking parents outside the house. I got something for their behinds. Trust and believe. All right, so let me go ahead and grab that because info done found. Again, everybody always think, and listen, this is fair use because this is in the eyes of the public. Like I don't understand. Like, listen, same way they can run that smoke and that gambit about people, we can talk and we can actually run that same thing, same energy, bro. Like, I'm trying to let y'all know, man. Like, these people are sick, man. Same dudes that'll tell you stay away from single mothers are the same dudes that are literally sleeping with single mothers and sometimes trying to get access to the kids. I'm not gonna say that, and you know, I get people go say, "Well, what about the women? Women do it too, motherfucker." Listen, I'm sorry. I get tired of these goddamn kangaroo circuses and stuff.
Here we go, BMT. I'm gonna send you something else.
Oh man,
something else that has another video that will be. Let me see this video. Let me see. Okay, this is better. BMT, don't show that one. This is a better video. This is on YouTube.
Okay.
It's a news. It's got the whole thing where they're saying to him, "Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands." This is really a trip. I'm going to send this to you right now by email. You can grab it up as quickly as it comes to you.
All right.
And then it's going to be a YouTube video, which I think will be a lot better. BMT. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Take that YouTube video. That's better than the that other one is like a newsreel and they don't really go closer to the action. But this one, you're going to see him with the hands up and everything.
Okay. Let me go ahead and grab that one.
It's called The Austin Shooting Suspect, Stephen, Broderick. It's anyway, it's a YouTube version. It's the Sun Times or something. Show that one instead.
Okay, I'm doing it. I'm on it right now.
And then because it's going to be easier for you to be able to enlarge. The other one's going to have commercials and all that kind of stuff's going to take up too much time to get to it. So
it's crazy.
This one will let you go right into it.
All right, let me go ahead and grab that for y'all.
We know you owe info, man, because you sending stuff by email.
Well,
I'm just messing with you.
Well, what else? What other way can I send it to him?
Via Facebook, text. I don't know.
Let me go and grab that.
Yeah, that's true. But I guess I wanted to send it by email so he can click into it to bring it into the YouTube easier.
Into the YouTube. You old as hell, bro. The YouTube.
The YouTube.
That's what my father said. I want to get on Facebook.
Got you. I got it. Okay.
All right. So now let us see this in all of its glory.
Yeah, this is pretty. This is sick. All right. So let me go ahead and pull it up for y'all guys. Shout out to Information Man for bringing this information to us. Let's go ahead and roll this beam footage of Coach Greg. Trust me, I might have to do a whole third part of this.
Lord.
Yeah, and listen, there's more. It's like, Jay, every time I kill one cockroach.
Like you said, the call is coming from inside the house.
So y'all, we had the EDP one. Now we have it right here. We got it right here. Like this is Austin cop. Stephen Broderick arrested for killing wife, daughter, and her boyfriend. My God. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get this out of here. This sick son of a bitch.
Turn the audio on.
Your hand. Let me see your hand. Stop right there.
It's not playing. Am I missing it? Like I hear it, but I don't see it.
You like your fingers on top of your head?
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Turn around, face away from me. Do it now.
Turn the audio. You got the audio muted on the video itself, so everybody can hear it. See what I'm saying?
Okay. Let me
start it from the beginning. They're not gonna hear it, BMT.
All right, let me go ahead and get that. Let me go ahead and get that squared away. Let me go ahead and get that squared away for y'all. Yeah. Hang on. Let me go get that squared away. Y'all said y'all couldn't hear it?
Well, the video is muted on the actual YouTube page, so that means nobody's gonna be able to hear it.
I'm playing from a mixer board.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Actual.
I want to make sure that people in the chat room can hear it, though.
Okay.
Everybody, there we go.
Can y'all see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
No. Okay. I actually started taking notes from you, info, on how to do a lot of this stuff.
What about that? See, wait a minute. BMT, you see where you got the mute on the actual video itself? Yeah. Unmute it. Yeah, because nobody's gonna hear it.
Okay.
Is that his? While you're doing that, is that his house, or
I don't? I think
is he like walking down the street? Like it's like he knew they was coming. Like he just.
I think he's in his. I think he's in his neighborhood somewhere.
But he killed like 3 people. Like he must already know. Yo, after you kill 3 people, bro.
Right. You got to know they on the way. Like.
Yeah.
I mean, the husband or the ex-husband is always gonna be the first suspect, regardless.
Like you killed 3 people. You killed 2 children and a woman. There's no way you walking out of that shit. There's no way. Let's go ahead and get to it. Let me see your hand. Can y'all hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see your hand. Stop right there. Interlock your fingers on top of your head. Turn around, face away from me. Do it now.
I would have just shot that son of a bitch. I wouldn't give a fuck. Fuck him. He evil.
No, his ass. They got a taser on him, not a gun. Go figure.
They never kill the one that we need to kill.
Right. Exactly.
We never get the one that we need to kill. Ain't that a son of a bitch?
They got a taser handling him with great care and ease.
But mind you, Jay, that's a detective. That's a detective. I swear, boy, we be saving the serial killers, bro. The fuck?
I keep telling your ass that. That's why I get so angry at this shit. These motherfuckers, they handle it with kid gloves.
But now he's walking over there, giving him the instructions to come on over.
I just wrote it up at the miss.
Oh, wait a minute. Handcuffs is coming. Uh-oh.
Look at
and this is y'all. This is y'all man. Your manhood.
Is this your king?
Returned.
Is this your king?
This y'all manhood expert that's getting arrested like this, killing people.
This you?
What did he say on the page again? The return of masculinity.
Yeah.
Return of masculinity. Good job.
He's about to get a whole lot of masculinity in prison.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, this is him getting arrested the whole 9 yards.
This motherfucker right here.
Is this your king?
I'm sorry, I had to, y'all.
He should no. Like this dude done killed 3 innocent people.
And is that a taser the cop has on? Just a little side note. That's a taser. That's not even a gun that they have on them.
No, that's a gun, Jay. That's a gun.
It looked like a taser because it was longer. Like it looked like.
But wouldn't it have a yellow color to it though?
No, that's the gun. That's the gun.
Okay, it looked funny on the bottom. Like
I would have just put that's the clip. That's the magazine. They should have just fucking unloaded that whole magazine in his fucking body.
Okay. Yeah, these motherfuckers they hold with great care and shit.
So he killed his wife, his daughter, and the daughter's boyfriend. Goddamn.
And look, they like patting him down all gently and stuff.
And this motherfucker
you know.
lives on. Tell the story. bro, this motherfucker gonna be doing YouTube shows from jail. Bro,
listen, I be seeing dudes on TikTok from jail. I don't get it, but hey, I don't know. I want to know how that phone. Maybe I don't want to know how that phone got there, but hey, whatever.
Butt phones.
Don't worry. What if his subscribers is going to send him a fucking goddamn phone?
Right. They're gonna put money on his books.
They'll put money on his books.
Bro, I know you're innocent. It was the gyno. What is that word?
Gynocracy.
Gynocracy.
And she just gave you your child.
Right. Child support. That's the problem.
But he was a cop, though, right?
Yes, that's the thing about it.
That's why they're handling him with kid gloves, because he's one of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, BNT.
I be swearing, dude. These sus dudes be just making it, bro. They just always be making it out, man. Go ahead, Info Man. Shout out to you for bringing this, man.
Yeah. I'm about to get off the panel, but I just want to say this again, that, you got to be aware. There's a reason why that the larger society is looking down on this type of space and the words that guys are using. And Coach Adams, or whatever the hell he calls himself, he represents a perfect example of why they are coming down on this space and the talking points of the space, because of guys like him who will go out and do what he did, or he could have influence on other people who may go out and do something foolish like this. And I think this is for guys who are wondering, well, why are they coming at us like that? It's because of this type of stuff and the rhetoric that he speaks on his channel. Now, if he was really a man of masculinity, if he was really a man of all the stuff that he talked about on his channel, then he wouldn't have went out and killed his daughter, his wife, or her boyfriend. He would have had enough masculinity to control his emotions. Don't we always say, well, women are emotional and men are supposed to use logic? Well, Coach Adams didn't use logic. He let his emotions get the best of him. And this is supposed to be a man who told you that he's the return of masculinity. Therefore, he's going to return your masculinity by giving you tips. Once again, a lot of these guys are doing what they're doing because they're trying to milk you of your money. They're putting on an act for you like any Hollywood performance. It's the bottom line. He didn't implement. If he had implemented what he's teaching these guys, then he wouldn't be in a jail cell right now looking at multiple murder charges.
No, they say he's doing a live right now, which you know what?
Is he out on bail?
I want you to understand this, y'all. Let me help.
Are you serious? Wait a minute. Are you serious? He's doing a live?
Let me help y'all understand this. Let me show y'all this. Listen, y'all. Let me help y'all with this. Y'all do know people have killed people and got out on bail.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, there was a kid here in Tampa that hit a woman and a child going 100 miles an hour on this road, right? And it was funny because when he got convicted, it took them 2 years. So he just went to trial, the last few months. So he got convicted and he got 20, long story short, he got 20 years, but they were like, time served 2 days. I'm like, 2 days? He's been out on bail because it happened in 2018. He's been out on bail for 2 years.
Understand this, y'all. On God, listen, man. This dude is a cop.
Wait a minute, BMT. I got my phone here. He's on live.
I know he's live.
So wait a minute. No, he's on live. He's having a live stream. He's got 657 people watching him. This is the question.
I'm not surprised.
The man that's in that video.
T-Black is trying to figure out if this is the same. Okay.
Is that Coach Greg Adams or is that somebody else?
Yeah, people are trying to say that this is somebody else. Deborah and T-Black are saying this is somebody else.
Okay, video. You sure the same guy? I'm going to say this guy right here, right?
So they're saying it was one of his followers?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think this is his follower. I don't think it's Coach Adams, man, because I'm looking at him. And there's maybe a difference in how he looks. I don't know if this is actually.
Okay.
him.
Talking about the one that got arrested.
Yes, I think that's let's get this correct now. Is this a follower who was following him, or is this Coach Adams because he's on right now talking about the 7 deadly simps and feminist qualities that men process. So that may not be him. That might be his follower.
I think that I would not even be surprised. A roach is a roach.
Hold on, we wouldn't be surprised either way.
I wouldn't be surprised either way. I'm gonna tell you all right
But
now.
okay, but to stand corrected, it may or may allegedly, but it may or may not. Wait a minute. Now I googled Austin Triple Slay. Okay, it just says linked to misogynistic web forums.
So the guy that got arrested, just to clear the record right, that guy might be someone who subscribes to either his channel or other forms of this type of talk. I don't think it's actually Coach Greg Adams himself. I think this is someone else other than him, who might be someone that followed him.
Now, the thing about it is, and I'm gonna ask this question.
So they're going through some of his comments in the forum, in some of these forums, that he would say, if she has a hole in a heartbeat.
Okay. Someone in someone in the chat room, I think Miss Board said that it's he was a follower of Coach Greg Adams.
Yeah.
If somebody gonna say, and you know what I'm gonna say? I'm not taking jack motherfucking shit down. Fuck y'all. Many times we done caught all the bullshit.
Oh, and he also was accused. This guy, not Greg, but this person that we're talking about. He also was the reason he retired from the sheriff's department is because he was sexually assaulted a 16-year-old relative last year.
Okay. So one DJ in the chat room says that he brought some merchandise from the coach, and then T Black says, "Yeah, that's not him." So they're basically saying that wasn't Coach who got arrested. He's not the one being accused of taking his family out. It's another man who was a supporter of his channel. So I just want to say that for the record, to get the record correct.
I'm not taking shit down. And I'm going to tell you why. But the manosphere is still the manosphere. It's still the pedosphere. And so for the rest of you motherfuckers that are in the chat, go run up on the pedophile channels.
Right.
Go down. How about y'all do that? Since y'all coming in my fucking chat, y'all got no problem talking about all the other shit. But see, I noticed, I don't see y'all going up in them pedophile chats telling them to go down. Y'all ain't telling them to take down their videos.
And we literally just corrected ourselves, so it's neither here nor there.
No.
It doesn't matter.
I want the clarity.
Yeah.
Y'all in the chat, are y'all gonna go to the channels that are known sex offenders and tell them to terminate them?
But see, here's the thing. This is why it's not defamation. Because this is the thing. Because there's been multiple articles that have linked him to this man. With that being said, the people that he killed, their family can sue him. It's just like liquor liability. You know, I know some of y'all are too dumb to understand insurance, but like liquor liability. With liquor liability, if you run a bar and Info Man is at your bar and he's getting drunk and he drives home and kills, and kills a family, they can sue you because you knew he was drunk and you should have stopped serving him. Or at least maybe hey, drink some water, or hey, I'll call you a cab, whatever the case may be. So they can sue you and win. That's literally what liquor liability policy is. So it's the same concept, really, that his family is going to probably try and sue him because he has been linked to this man and saying that this is one of his. And I'm looking at some of the comments that he was making, and they're saying on his, especially if he was like an administrative in his group or whatever the case may be, I'm sure. Trust me, they can sue.
Let me show y'all this. Because
BMT, I'm gonna get ready to drop down, but let me just say for the record that it looks like it is the follower, and that Coach Adams was not the one being arrested in the video that we showed, or he being the one accused of taking out his family. It was another individual. With a follower.
But EDP445 is definitely a pedo. We have multiple videos of that.
So I just want to say that for the record.
Right. I'll tell y'all what. How about y'all start running up on this dude, tell him to take down his shit, which he already did. Oh, y'all couldn't do that. It was actually these type of people that did that. It was little Karen over here that did that. She's the one that exposed him, not y'all. Y'all were too busy. Some of y'all worried about making sure women get put in their place.
Worried about submission. Worried about submission.
Let me know when y'all go ahead. Oh, right. They got him to take down his shit. Let me know when y'all go get at this guy, you know what I'm saying, the P, about him impregnating a fucking kid and doggone pimping out a child. Y'all want to go get his shit taken down? Huh? We want to have this conversation? Y'all want to do that? We got a whole list of YouTubers on this bitch that y'all like to go fuck with. Y'all gonna go get down hardcore Tito shit? Huh? What about the dudes who talk about doggone raping, having women raped? Y'all gonna get that shit taken down? Oh, so long as they're getting at black women or checking feminism, y'all shut all the fuck up. Y'all can take a big fuck you, but I ain't taking jack shit down. I'll be that soldier. And if Coach Greg don't want to call out his bitch ass followers, well, fuck him too. Get the fuck out of here with this shit.
I guess they'll just come to the channel and call me fat and, the same shit they always do.
You know what?
The same shit. We do this.
What my moderator can do, I'll tell y'all what, I'll do a solid. I will drop the fucking link. Come up here and speak y'all fucking piece.
Jay, I love you. You're a beautiful woman.
I'll drop the link because see,
it's just like we've been through this, we've been through this 10, 20, 30 times. This ain't
no, I'll drop the link because see the pedophile defenders, y'all got no smoke for running up on these panels. Y'all got no smoke for calling out their names. I give zero fucks given. We already know you two got a long history of defending these motherfucking freaks. I watch y'all in the chat enjoy clowning and talking about this shit. Y'all be up in there the biggest donor supporters, but all of a sudden, when you have it, when they doggone have it, where let's expand this, where they literally have it, where they're grooming minors. Yeah, it's just that you're so young. You're 13, I'm 30. You should be dating boys. Y'all motherfuckers didn't get rid of this dude. Were y'all running up on EDP's panel or in his chat saying you should take it down? Were y'all running up on him? Oh, I got smoked today. I got plenty of, I'm a fucking dragon. Throwing people under the bus, fuck you. If I could, I would drive a fucking goddamn mini buses over them. Y'all got no smoke, so y'all cowards. Why the fuck she has to be the one to expose and show his text messages about fucking a kid and about beating on a kid?
It's always the women. It's always the women that expose these dudes.
So why is it a little girl?
Yes, ma'am.
Why is it a little girl is showing these dudes in these spaces? Y'all ain't got no smoke? But y'all want to tell me to take down my kid?
That's why they hate women, because women are the one calling this stuff out. We're getting in the way of their game.
So let's go over there. Since y'all want to go to defend, hey, you know that's wrong for him. But guess what? All his shit is about motherfucking goddamn women. But his people have no problem fucking putting their hands on killing fucking women and children. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Y'all gonna come to me? Me? But y'all can't run up on them? Get the fuck out of my face. Mark, if they got shit to say about me, time or kick their bitch asses out of my fucking chat. Unsubscribe, get the fuck out of my channel. I got no quarter for you fucking dogmatic pieces of shit. Y'all got more respect for the goddamn pedophiles than y'all do actually for your own goddamn community. Get the fuck out of here. I watch dudes get in the fucking chat defending these dudes. ain't got don't ever come at me. Don't ever bring me up in nothing. No fucking emails. Don't bring me up in no fucking Facebook. Don't bring me up in no hangout. Don't fuck with me at all. Y'all won't talk to me? Well, take me. I should take down my shit, but y'all ain't talking to them? Fucking pussies. A lot of y'all. I got no problem pulling the fucking trigger. There's a difference between us and y'all. I've seen y'all in the chat laughing and kicking up about pump and dumping, about having consensual sex with minors and shit, so long as the law permits y'all. I've seen y'all, and I know y'all by name. I watch y'all bitches in that fucking chat. I watch y'all go off talking about single mothers, pookies, the goddamn community, let it burn and all that shit. I watch you motherfuckers for a while. Now all of a sudden, I'm the fucking guy with the fucking sword swinging it at the dragons. Now all of a sudden, y'all telling me I should back down? Get the fuck out of my way. I've been in this bitch by myself with my people. We'll still walk this fucking walk. We don't need no fucking help. We don't need y'all support. Trust and believe. Losing 200 don't even make me flinch. Losing 1,000 subscribers don't even make me flinch anymore. Jay will tell you. We don't even flinch. We done shows with just 3 to 4 people in the chat. 0 fucks given. So you think I'm gonna give a fuck because y'all want to protect motherfuckers who have no problem promoting goddamn the fuckery, protecting the goddamn pedo force? Man, go fuck yourself, bro. If I could take this fucking goddamn glass bottle and shove it up y'all fucking ass and bust it inside the head, I would have been done that shit. I swear to God that some of y'all can't. Yo, what's going on right now, man? Let me go have my beer. I swear, boy, this space is trash, bro. This space is nothing but trash. It's trash.
Hey, what's up, BMT?
Hi, how are you?
I just let them rant. So
let me just drink my beer. Go ahead and talk, man. Fuck.
No, oh God. No, I actually sent him a link, ironically, about all I can't remember I think it was a story on the there was like a woman who in New York City who was a man was making advances towards her, and I think he ended up shooting this. No, it was in Atlanta. That's where it happened. The guy ended up shooting this girl, and I sent him a message, and I don't know if he got it, saying this guy probably subscribes to the manosphere. And then you had that the one that happened in Texas the other day, and I saw O'Shea made a video about the sheriff, and apparently he was a subscriber to one of the big YouTubers in this space. So I was just coming up to tell him, hey, he was right. Well, we've always gone back and forth joking about that. That hey, these could be people who subscribe to the manosphere, and lo and behold, one is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of these incels do, man.
Right.
They commit these acts of violence against women.
And I don't know if you heard me earlier. That's what I was saying. I'm like, they could actually, because this is such a big thing. This isn't like a small, this isn't like and not that it's small, but it is in the grand scheme of things. It's not like it's like a basic sexual assault or anything. Like, he has all of these things. I guarantee that the family will try to sue him. Because they're saying, yeah.
That or if they can show a continued pattern of behavior, you're going to see more and more people in this space have to more regulation, or some people just flat out disappear from it, like channels taken down, all of that, because that's where all this radicalization starts, is on the internet.
Yep.
Now hold on. Now, Renaissance man, for long as you know me, that's what I'm saying. I have been in this space. Jay will tell you, I got awards and different other stuff. I'm not no fucking just anybody. I done been on the bigger panels and all the shit. I am one of the few, when they were laughing about black men being shot in the street, these motherfuckers didn't give a fuck. I was one of the very few that when young black boys were getting shot, raped, beat, these dudes did not give a fuck.
Oh, I'm sure you saw what happened lately with the Chauvin verdict and how many people thought he was innocent in this space. I'm like, wow, this is what other black men think this.
Right. Specifically black men. Like, we ain't even gonna talk about the white people, but specifically black men. And it's very scary and disgusting. It really is.
But y'all ran up on me on BMT. Mind you, listen, y'all. I literally, I don't know. Maybe I'm a say this for punishment. Y'all done told me I love white people when I have literally for the longest time literally have made this channel to hold and keep accountability. I have never changed my talking point. I am one of the very few channels that will have family people come on here and talk. Other dudes rather come on here and bash families. I've had men that y'all look up to that like talking about fucking Sierra literally bitch and complain about women. Dudes who try to call me a fucking predator, we found out that they are statutory rapists. Make it make sense. Real time on these shows. Majority of y'all content that some of y'all be getting, it comes from my fucking show.
Mm-hmm.
And that ain't no cap. That's fact.
Now, the big thing, BMT, is with the internet, you can't screen people. That's really the thing. Like in real life, you can kind of see how this person's living, what they're doing. That says, okay, he got some issues. I need to go my separate ways. You can hide all of that on YouTube.
The thing about it is that when we were trying to tell people that this space is starting to show people are coming in, like literally, and no, I'm glad you brought it up, T-Black. The same dude, like Tommy's little goofy ass, that like talking about single mothers. It's the same mother that is hiring single mothers to make his corny ass pornos. Make that make sense.
And he's created a few single mothers on top of that.
Mind you, he's made single mothers. But he's the same one talking about how they should be dead in the street. Make that make fucking sense.
You know what I also think? Because you said...
with this face, bro.
No. One thing that just came to mind recently, people have, because I've been on a few channels, people have said, hey, the space has gone really out of control in the past year and a half. I almost wonder if the reason why you're seeing all these people influx in is because in a lot of these places, they've given out free internet. Because
right, I was saying that earlier too, yeah.
Yeah, because kids needed to, and now you just got anybody who normally may not even have internet access before. Now all of a sudden they have internet access, and
you can go to McDonald's and you don't even have to have a working phone. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, you don't even have to have a working phone. You can have a burner phone and go to McDonald's or Starbucks, and you know what I mean. Like, you don't even have to have a working phone. You don't even have to have your own cell phone service.
Like I said, man. Like, listen, you know why more than was showing up Renaissance? Because the normal people are leaving. The people that are accountable are leaving. You saw when I put out my letter of resignation. I said, hey, y'all, it was good while it lasted. I got to get the fuck on. Oh, look, you ain't going nowhere. All right, cool. We out. The minute I left, listen. Oh, believe me, my shit took a drop. But it was so worth it. It was so worth it. It was worth it. Because now we started seeing people start to really show their ass. People start to really show their ass. All of a sudden, we started coming across paperwork. We started coming across other people showing us all. Like, if me and Jay just one day just showed you all the gallon of sweet tea that y'all fuck boys and girls have left behind, they would have to put us down. They would have to put us down. We just sit on our shit. We sit on our hands. I honestly, we go our way, but I'm like, yo, it's so bad now. The motherfuckers don't even try to hide themselves. It's like, well, damn. You can't even hide this shit anymore. Dudes who literally talk about going to Africa to go trick women to come over here to America to literally abuse their own kids. And they done it right here on the panel. You had a man talk about having his kids stay at home inside of a room while he is literally a psychopath. Nobody wanted to say shit. Nobody wanted to say shit. We literally had a woman on here doing crack and meth and all kinds of shit, telling how she's a fucking ballerina while her back screen butt naked, dripped in piss.
Oh wow.
Yo,
but wait, started dating another YouTuber, and then they did, and the highest rated video on that YouTube dude's channel was when he was trashing you. Would they try to say that you tried to sexually abuse her when you never met her?
But do you know the crazy thing about that, Jay? That same dude that said I was the predator, we found out with documented paperwork from the police, the dude is a statutory rapist. Oh my God. Like, oh my God. You can't make this shit up in this space, bro. Like, I feel like we took that pill and we're in Alice in Wonderland. We just can't find a way out there. We're just sitting at the Mad Hatter's tea party. That's all we can do. We're just at the Mad Hatter's tea party. Like, it's like every time more and more shit drop our way. It's like nowadays, I really don't care anymore. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, we done had it from teachers. We done had it from dudes chasing gay dudes in the parking lot trying to suck them off. Like, we done seen everything come on our channel.
I told you everybody done been through this channel once or twice. I told you that earlier.
Nothing surprises me anymore. I have seen dudes from the Manosphere send me so many of their penis pics. Like, dude, I'm not gay. Like, why? Like, I literally have to, like, yo, like, send them to Jay, send them to anybody, send them to Mobile, send them to send them to any female. Y'all, please stop showing me y'all penises. Please stop emailing. Please stop
Wait, what?
Like, literally, y'all, like,
You gotta be kidding.
Stop sending me y'all sex tapes. Like, holy shit. Like, we've had dudes spend $500 in less than 1 hour trying to marry prostitutes. I cannot make this shit up. Like, I shit you not. Everything I have done, I have shown the fucking receipt. These freaks are abundant here. Abundant. We have men jump on the panel who have kids who have bragged about trying to have sex with 14 and 15-year-old girls on my panel.
For we are legion and we are many.
They have no shame, do they, Carol? They have no
at all.
They literally told that to me, Jay. They told that to Carol. They told that and said that with no hesitation. Yeah, if I can have sex with a 14-year-old, I would do it. I mean, sometimes my daughter comes around when I'm not home. I don't know why. And I'm like, dude, you just said you would have sex with a child. Why would any young girl want to sleep in the house with her dad that he's bragging about trying to fuck 15-year-old girls? Why? Why? We've had women take goddamn kids out on dates. At this point, y'all, nothing surprises y'all. This is why nothing surprises me anymore.
At all.
Nothing surprises me.
I think when people are bringing it up, like, oh my God, I can't believe this, and I'm just like,
are we even surprised anymore?
I'm just like,
desensitization, man.
Yeah,
that's part of the goal.
And that's the thing about it. That's the thing about it. I'm scared for myself about. That's why Jay says, "Protect your peace, Joe." I got to get off. And I have to sometimes, y'all know I've been taking breaks. You know what I'm saying? Brother Speak has been with me for a while. Renaissance, you have come up on panels, and I got respect for the goddamn, the brain trust. Y'all have seen me in the email, and y'all seen what I said. Case in point, when I brought up about the Asian stores. Jay, did I not do a live show going to the Asian business districts?
Mm-hmm.
And did I not show how they do business?
Yep.
Businesses and stuff.
You know what's funny is I was just having this conversation with my boyfriend last night. It's a little bit off topic, but we got Chinese food last night because Publix pissed me off. That's another conversation. But we got Chinese food last night, and the son was working there. He was talking to the son. The son was in college, so he wasn't like a little kid. And he's going to school for engineering. And we were just saying how they have their whole family work in a restaurant, put their kids through school, and either sell off the business and their kid is doing something else, or they pass the business on to their child. Unfortunately, we don't have that in the Black community.
And I did that, and we did that content live. But now here's the crazy thing. When I did that one, because we done many talks about business. We done that. I showed y'all Black entrepreneurship. Carol was there. Sweet treats and delights. A woman running her business that survived COVID. She beat the odds. See, there wasn't y'all say, well, you don't promote any Black positivity. Fuck you. I do. Renaissance has been on here when we talk about politics with people in politics. But the speaker has been on here when we talked about medical stuff. I literally, for y'all, showed y'all when I went to the medical clinic to go get a fucking COVID shot. And I broke down every shot. I had medical professions literally on the show speaking to y'all. The majority of you can't even get medical people to talk to them. I had doctors, I had nurses, I had practitioners, and also people in the clinic getting the shot. Because guess what? People are dying in my city. And we don't know how to slow it down. Y'all, please, I'm going to tell y'all right now, stay the fuck out of South Carolina. Stop coming down south. Please.
Please.
Y'all have killed.
That's the thing when people keep talking about Florida. Like people keep saying, oh, Florida this, Florida that. It's not the people that live here.
Like literally 9 elderly people just died. Because one fuck boy wanted to come down here and doggone, he knew he was sick.
What is it like? People going to the beach down there, BMT, or just people moving in general?
Like we live in a touristy spot, and people get it. You want to come down here to get away from your hardship, but when you come down here and you know literally this is why they're saying, hey y'all stop. Like y'all understand? Y'all do y'all not understand? Our country is close to literally collapsing now. We're like at the brink now, and I know everybody thinks that I'm just you're all right. No, dude, well, I'm not even.
It's a lot deeper than that. That's part of the reason why we got stimulus.
This is what
stuff like that.
Right. The stimulus is literally what it means. It's trying to restimulate.
You gonna leave Florida the hell alone, sis.
Oh my God! Like I might have to end the show, but I need.
Yes, please do. But yeah, I was just gonna say real quick to Renaissance Man though. That's how. I was just gonna say real quick to Renaissance Man, just on a lighter note. At least in Florida, that's part of the issue with Florida. I can tell you this: like this is high season, and I live in a beach area as well. This is high season, so I see nothing but Connecticut, New Jersey, New York, Texas, Illinois, a lot of the colder states. I see, and I threw Texas in there on purpose, but Illinois, Wisconsin, I see nothing but colder states down here during COVID. And I'm saying now during, even though, technically slowing down, but even last year during COVID, same thing, because, DeSantis opened the state up. So what happens is these people take it and bring it back home. You see what I'm saying? So it spreads like that. And then I don't know if you know about what happened in Miami a couple weeks ago.
That was all with all the people down at spring break, right?
And most of the people are not from Florida. Trust me.
Yep.
Those was New York niggas. Trust and believe. Those was New York niggas. Those was a lot of people from the Northeast down in Miami. Because I can tell you this, Florida people don't go to South Beach. I'm just saying. Florida people don't go to South Beach. So, and just like Florida people don't go to Clearwater Beach. I live on the side. I live on the Gulf side, but I live near Sarasota and Anna Maria Island. I'm like 10 minutes away from like Anna Maria Island. So, people go to those certain places, like more like Clearwater. I'm in a tourist area, but it's more like old white people. It's not partiers. So it's a little bit different. But yeah, so they literally shut down Miami because of all the tourists on Miami Beach.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's not Florida people.
Yeah, one of my coworkers actually said he was going on vacation to Florida.
Yep.
Like starting this week.
Yep.
Granted, he's vaccinated, but they're still telling people who are vaccinated not to travel, I believe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a level 4 travel advisory. So for those to not leave to all these other countries don't want us there. Mexico, not the Caribbean so much, but Mexico and a lot of the countries in Europe,
UK,
Asia,
Canada.
They have a level 4 travel advisory. Basically, we're kind of changing the subject to a little bit lighter right now, but basically with a level 4 travel advisory, if you get stuck, they're not gonna help you. You get stuck there, you try to call the embassy is gonna be like, we try to tell you, motherfucker. Like, the embassy ain't gonna help you. It's kind of like when you have a mandatory evacuation. You don't have to leave, but if shit hits the fan, they don't have to come get you either. Same shit, really.
Yeah, calling emergency services isn't gonna work then.
Right. So yeah, it's the same thing. So yeah, I mean, and I get my second vaccination Monday. So I'll probably be down for the count, but yeah, I get my second vaccination Monday. Go get vaccinated.
Yeah,
I
got my first one today.
Ain't happening.
So
nope.
But anyway, that's all I got, Joe.
He said, "You see the banner he put up."
I said I'm done. We was talking about vacations.